DIY.
DIYers, I finally had the opportunity to go see this tour that I feel like I've been seeing in fragments over the last few months. And of course, or over the last month actually. And this has of course been the Grand National Tour with Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Man, we sat here and had an interview with TDE president and manager of SZA, Punch. And he told me, he said, man, let me know. Got tickets for you. And he was a man of his word. And this show was the first LA show on the tour stop. So you know it was crazy. And man, I'm going to break down a lot of this stuff. But I got to start here, man. I got to start here. I've had the pleasure of not only getting to know a younger Kendrick, but seeing some of the first and early stages of what this will come to be. And I actually tweeted about it, man. I've seen this man go from rocking a 30-person venue in Long Beach. The homie Ichiban reminded me because he was there that night too. Called The Cellar. Really small venue. And in Long Beach to now, a sold-out SoFi Stadium in Inglewood with SZA. I said seeing this show live is mandatory. He and SZA put on an incredible show. And I mean they put on an incredible show. There's a difference between when you're going to go see somebody live and they've got a larger than life personality and that is the show. And it doesn't matter what they're doing. You just kind of follow them because they're charismatic. No. It's a combination of all of that stuff to me. And I kind of want to like present this to you like you know, with some of the photos and the videos that I got. So first and foremost, can I just say this? It's a panorama of the stadium. Over the last few months, there's been a lot of debates about a lot of things. Seeing these stadiums on video is one thing. Seeing a stadium in person and realizing how many fucking rows exist in a stadium is another thing. This, for a rap show, it's a rap, and of course, SZA is more R&B, but for a show, with someone with the writing style of a Kendrick Lamar that leans into being dense, that leans into being layered, I gotta tell you, this is something that is incredible to see. But this is SoFi Stadium. Imagining this being every single night. Oh, this is a lot of K-bots in here. To that point, I want to start there. To that point, it makes me feel so stupid. Emphasis on stupid. Having arguments with people about anything Kendrick Lamar related. In terms of his success, in terms of his influence, it makes me feel so stupid having any conversations, any argument with any fan base after seeing this in person. Having an argument with anybody who never leaves the house, can't do it. Seeing this in person is the only confirmation that you need of the influence and the incredible run that you have never seen. I've never seen no shit like this. I've seen Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige live at the amphitheater in LA, right? I've seen Nas do the entire Illmatic, I believe at the Smoked Out Festival, or I forget which one it was. And it was in San Bernardino. It might have been in San Bernardino. I've seen, dog, even out of hip hop, I've seen Green Day performing at in Carson at I don't know what the stadium is called now. It used to be the Home Depot Center. I've seen Green Day perform after they won their Grammy when their name was the biggest. That's not what I saw here. This shit this was a madhouse. So I got to make sure that the emphasis is on there. When you see what a stadium is in person and you recognize the difference between stadium and arena, it changes your whole perspective. This was incredible to see. Let's keep it going. So this is a show opening. If you want to, skip and look the other way, that's on you. But it's just when you get an idea of the atmosphere, you understand what's going on. And LA is one of the hardest crowds, no matter who you are, to get a reaction from. These folks in here losing their damn mind. This shit is I try to only get little snippets of it because, like I said, I don't want to ruin your experience with it. But fam, it's a different atmosphere when you in a stadium. It's a different atmosphere in a stadium. All right, let's go to the next one. What else I got for you? We got a few in here. Just to kind of give you an idea, I think there's a photo that I had here. I'm going to say this for sure. With Afro Butterflies, the graphics were amazing. This shit was cinema. I had faith in, even though the subject matter of this movie that they're working on with the South Park dudes, even though the subject matter seems like, what's going on? I have the utmost faith after seeing this, especially knowing that it's a PG Lang production, especially knowing that this is a PG Lang production, which means that part of the brains of the visual experience is day free. And for someone who's had the opportunity to see him in different environments, they're collaborating with a lot of genius folks who are putting these things together on stage. But Dave Free is the consistent figure in all of this. I look at this and I'm like, dog, this ensures that you're going to more than just a show. These visuals in the background, out of here. Shit look three-dimensional on the stage, and you're talking about these panel screens. I don't even know how you describe it, but there's some of the photos. Oh, the background. Okay. Get mad at me, I don't care. I have never really been a fan of background dancers for rap shows. For this one, though, they're not just back, because I feel like they were used as decoration. I feel like they do it to almost make you entertained to some degree, and it's like just pointless at some points. It feels, not that their art form is that, it just feels like it's just a weird mix with rap. In here, he got wardrobe changes. He got them being characters in the story. They're kind of like not vocalizing what's going on, but through their dancing, through sort of like their motion, they're giving you a representation, an extension of the art. I think that, to me, was such a great addition to the show. This is the first time I'm seeing it as a rap show, and I'm like, they don't just look like they're there for decoration. This is all important towards telling a story and keeping the theme going. So shout out to all of them and the hard work I know that they doing. And I can only imagine how winded they was. I was winded just standing and shit. Family ties. So Kendrick didn't bring out any rap features. He did not bring out any rap features on night one. Your night might be different, but man. Insane. My wife asked me, so she was like, "Hey, do you like why do you think he's not bringing out any guests or any artists?" When I tell you this shit started on time and it was such a tight knit situation, I wouldn't invite nobody outside. I wouldn't invite nobody out my damn self. No disrespect. Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. Everybody has to be on such an accord together. Everybody has to be so reliable. They got to show up on time. They got to make sure that they've gone to every rehearsal. This whole thing, you can tell, has been orchestrated in a way to where not 1 second is lost. And they leave like a little bit of a buffer for if things go wrong. Like I think on one part of these stages, he was supposed to go up in the air with SZA, like they had like an elevated stage that didn't elevate, and they still kept it going. I can't imagine, like, yeah, Niles just said it right now. I can't imagine what it would be like having a rapper that's like, okay, I want to go there, but like I need 15 comp tickets for my entourage or for my boys. It just, they got a great thing going here, and he's still putting them on the screen. Like he had Lefty Gunplay on the screen too. So, yeah, man. Yeah, this was good. All right, let me go to the next one. Another photo. I just kind of wanted to capture some of the art that was being done in the background because you could tell somebody really sat down with the detail on it. Every song had its own art too. Here's, I think, All Right Live. So around this time, I'm over here just like I'm over here just reciting. I'm getting all my favorite songs because I didn't know what songs were gonna be done. I didn't know if it's gonna be majority GNX. I didn't know really what the set list was. But he's going through, like, that's the thing that really, really fucks me up, is that he's doing a lot of his like rap classics. He's doing his rapidy rap shit, right? He's doing his rap shit, and I really, really appreciate him doing. He did Reincarnated live. I thought all of that was dope. And then seeing the crowd already know those, because you know it's a lot of people, new people who came in there and they started listening because of the battle, or they started listening because of Not Like Us. And it was a lot. I mean, it's obviously at home too, but man, incredible. All right, let's keep it going. What is this? Oh yeah, that was the whacked out murals. I think we got kind of showed. I don't want to ruin that for you. That's an important. All right, here's another section too, bro. This shit, man, it give me goosebumps because, like I said, when you know the folks involved, I can only imagine what this is like. Hometown kid comes to Inglewood back, obviously after the pop out. This is the first show that you're seeing in LA or in Inglewood since the pop out show. Did his tour. Tours are for any level of independence or any level of mass production, whatever the kids, the large stage, they are draining. Doing all that traveling is draining. That performing on a nightly basis is draining. What's up, Digging the Greats? It is draining. I can only imagine how cathartic it is to be home and then get a reception like this from the people. No music. He just walking around.
It's this night one, right? Los Angeles, California. Oh, we've been all over the world and back, you know. He's on the East Coast, we was in the South for a little bit. But you know I couldn't motherfucking wait to make sure I came back home, you hear me?
Dog, look how big. Stop arguing with these people online. Stop arguing with these people online. It just reminded me how stupid people are. I posted a video, in the first few comments I started seeing with people saying, why is it not full in the other section? I said, because it's behind the stage. You can't see the show behind the stage. You can't see the show behind the stage. Like the screens is on one side, and then like the stage is on one side, and if you sit on the other side, you can't see it. I just sat there and I was like, this is so stupid. This is so, don't even waste your energy. When you go see this live, I'm telling you, you're going to have a moment where you're like, huh. All them people saying, he need to react to Joey Badass. No, the fuck he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. No. No, he don't.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell
No, he don't. Go to this show and realize how stupid of a statement that is. When you looking around, he's like, this nigga ain't got to do a motherfucking thing. He ain't got to do shit. Go watch this show live. And the more you say that out loud, I just want you to see. I want you to feel silly. And I, to a certain degree, feel silly too because I engaged in some of these conversations. I didn't need to go outside for a second. I need to go outside for a second and see this live because, dog, I've like I said, I've been to some of the most legendary shows. I've been to festivals. I've performed and I've seen the Pay Dudes Festival. I've seen seas and seas of people in San Bernardino come to see Wiz Khalifa at his height. I've seen stages. I've seen Black Hippie on a stage. I've seen Wu-Tang, and those crowds are humongous at these festivals, right? But those are festivals that have pretty much anybody you could think of. I performed at a festival with Mac Miller, Odd Future, Wu-Tang. Like, as you know, it was a madhouse in there. This is Kendrick and SZA. And I'm beside myself, but I wanted to show y'all that because I thought that was incredible. All right, next one. Speaking of SZA, man, when I tell you so many of them, how many people you think attended? I think they said 70,000. 70,000. 70,000. If I'm not mistaken. Afro Butterfly, wasn't it 70,000? 70,000. And I see why. Look at this. Here's a clip of 210,000 over 3 nights is wild. I can only imagine what it's going to be like over the next 3 shows because all 3 of them are in LA, right? Or in Inglewood. 70,000. And he's not performing just the quote unquote hits. He giving you his like, he giving you some like records from his catalog that I'm like, really? I just thought it was dope. Plus, he's giving you all of these records. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't get any footage of it, but I can tell you I understand fully why he did that Playboy Cardi feature. Beyond all the marketing, beyond all the business of it, beyond the relationship, dog. I heard that record, and like I said, I wasn't too much a fan of everything except for the actual feature and the production. When you hear that shit live, I wasn't even on no drugs. But the way that shit made my chest, I said, oh, I get it now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm a little older, of course, but I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, I get it. That shit had my, I thought I was having, I couldn't tell if it was my heart moving or if it was, anyways. He'll get one of the records he got with SZA here. That shit is, as you're gonna see with a lot of these clips, I made sure to like really try to capture how large of a space this is. Cause I think sometimes when shit is hella zoomed up, like we'd be like, oh, this is the same thing as this, the same thing as this. No, nigga, go to the show. And I'll tell you this, I've never done a venue this large, and I'm gonna give you my perspective, obviously, because I have the experience as an artist. The bigger the venue, the harder it is sometimes to hear yourself if you don't have one of those earpieces. And 2, the more winded you get because of all the open space and the way that you maneuver. Hearing her singing live without needing too much support from any backing vocals, ultimate kudos. Doing that in a stadium, that is not easy. The kind of conditioning that you need. I was standing up in our section. Okay, we'll take a break. And this nigga just moving around the stage like to me. I'm just like, yo, I don't think y'all understand the show that y'all getting ready to get. So, that's another clip. What's I gonna say? Back to SZA real quick. Okay, I want to use it because I was waiting for my opportunity to get to the show. What do you say? Not that it matters, but what do you think that he grossed the last night? I ain't pocket watching. All I know is I paid $100 for parking.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
I ain't pocket watching, but I paid $100 for parking, and I seen at least 10,000 cars. Had to be 8,000, 10,000. If it's 10,000 cars, that's a meal right there. Just for the parking lot. Park was $100. I paid that. I paid that $100. Merch. Oh my God. That line stayed full. It's got to be, 14M sounds about right. So, yeah. Another narrative we have to debunk with this. I'm so glad I went to this show. This whole notion that, oh man, he needed SZA in order to sell out the stadiums. Feels so stupid when you go to this show because, one, you realize how great of a chemistry sonically, how aligned sonically they are. And then you realize these are both TDE products on the largest stage. Would anybody ever even have an issue with these two being on stage on a tour if there wasn't a battle? Probably not. As I mentioned earlier, I went to a show with Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige. I heard nobody say, damn, Jay-Z can't sell the amphitheater by himself. Man, he needs Mary J. Blige. No. But you'd probably make a lot of money being collaborative with one of the biggest singers in the game. And then it's somebody that's from the home team? Are you kidding me? These are two amazing products of the TDE camp. And there's an opportunity for them to combine their efforts, their music, and create synergy. One thing I think that was done so well by SZA is that she had everything that the ladies came there to see. She played all my wife's favorite records. I'm looking around, I'm seeing. Kendrick did the records that he knew older hip-hop fans like myself would enjoy. And then he also had records for the younger ones as well. He performed everything, man. And it's so crazy because I looked at even the diss songs. That was my one thing. I was wondering if they were gonna feel out of place. If you just look at them as just other records, sonically they fit right with everything else. I'm gonna tell you right now, Euphoria sounds amazing live, but that's another story. We'll get to that. Which one is this one? I don't know which one is this. Oh, this is the Like That verse. You know what's crazy? Like, of all the songs that got the loudest reactions, this one initially, when it first dropped, got a loud reaction. They were more excited, I think, to hear the Kendrick Lamar deep cuts, which is that's obvious because he's at home, right? I mean, you're gonna see a lot of people who have been day ones that have seen everything going on, but fam, like this record was one that were like people like just hell yeah, that's one of my favorites. Of course you're gonna do this one. But to see the excitement that they have for the deep cuts, I thought was super dope. And he does the deep cuts. Like him doing, okay, I'm not gonna ruin that. I'm gonna just tell you, he did different versions of Money Trees and songs like that you're gonna love, especially if you love records like Luther. What else we got? All the Stars. Oh my God. All right, peep the incredible light show that's happening here to present this.
Up, down, sing. Let's go.
Oh yeah. You asked if they had a live band. I didn't spot the live band, but you could for sure hear that it's a live band because there's even a version of. There's a version. I think it was the version that he did of what was that song he did? I think it might have been Swimming Pools. They're just literally playing chords, And you could even hear some of the drums kind of backing up some of the songs. I think one of those, the guitars was amazing too. Yeah, for sure, Afro Butterfly. It is fam, like, there's certain people who have the opportunity. Like, for instance, when I went to go see La Russell is such a magnetizing, charismatic artist that it don't matter what you think of the music, his energy is going to magnetize you into enjoying the show, right? I saw this man go all over the venue. I saw him before he started his show. He went and shook as many hands as he could before he, as the headliner, went on stage to rock on a Sunday. Packed out the show in San Diego, right? He went on, like, his energy was the show. I can only imagine what it's going to be like for him when he's at a space where the visuals and everything else can play in alignment with that. This shit though, yeah, you getting the full show with everything going on. You get a drummer. So that's when her stage started elevating. I think his was supposed to, and I think my wife showed me a TikTok that said his, for whatever reason, was a malfunction or something. I'm gonna tell you this. So I was in section 128, right? VIP section 128, and still fairly close to what's going on here. Even the folks I saw footage from that were kind of like sitting up what they consider the nosebleeds, it's designed in a way to where you still getting your money's worth. You still getting your money's worth. I think something they do really well, and because of the design of the stage, it allows them to play to different parts of the stadium. So if you're up there in the nosebleeds with this elevated stage, you kind of feel a little bit closer to what's going on. So, yeah, that's incredible. All right, next one. What I got here? Watching him do Poetic Justice and then cut his voice or cut the song when the other niggas start rapping. Chef's kiss.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Like, the thing about it is, I see all these clips, but I don't know when Not Like Us is about to happen. Like, I don't know I don't know what's going on. I was like, oh shit, is he about to do Not Like Us now? No. In this situation, he just give you the verse. I recorded it to the end for this reason. What's gonna happen? Yeah, we're done here. Good shit. We're done here. That's the end. That's the only thing we care about on this song, huh? Got a little bit of Janet in the hook. You feel me? Man, the skits. As much as I saw some of the skits, of course, I saw the skits online, like on Twitter or whatever. Dog, when you see it in the context of the songs in an order, it's a different experience. So I'll say this. If you feel like you've been bombarded with too many clips and you feel like it's going to ruin it, it's not. It's really not. Because the thing is, you don't know the order. You know that it's going to happen at some point in time. Like, I knew it was a clip of him when he was asking the interrogator, you a breast man? Like, I knew that was happening. I just didn't know when. And it's also mixed with a lot of content that I didn't see anybody actually recording and clipping up. So it's not going to ruin it. Being there in person is a different experience altogether. Plus, the collective energy of being in there with other people that you know are like-minded and want to be there, very different. Another photo. I seen somebody in here earlier said, "Get your framing together." I don't take photos. I ain't even an amateur photographer. I'm a snapper. I'm a like that-er and a snapper. I'm a like that-er and a snapper. I'll be looking at the photo like, yep, that'll do it. Like a framing. Want me to get the rule of thirds and shit? That shit. Either you do it, and my thing is this too. I was like, I really don't want to do no video. If I didn't have a YouTube, I would have did no video. I'd have watched that shit like a boomer. But I knew this is going to be a video that I had to do. I had to do this. Another photo, just kind of just showing you, man. It's insane. The work that that went behind the visuals on this. Oh, all right. So at some point, this is the first spoiler, I guess. Lizzo came out. Lizzo came out with SZA. And look, the ladies had what they wanted. Like there were certain parts of this show that I was like, all right, she ain't singing to us. It's certain songs like I like Kill Bill. I like a lot of her songs. It was certain parts I was like, nah, she talking to the ladies, because it got like real slow, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna just sit here and just smile at my wife like that. You enjoying yourself, baby? All right. But hey, everybody got something. That's the part you sit down and enjoy the seat. For some of us, that's what it is. That's the part where I'm like, all right, baby, I'm gonna go get you some snacks. You want some popcorn? You want some cheese breadsticks? Oh, dog. Not to tell you too much of what's going on with me, but fam, I had the worst neck pain, migraine. I almost didn't go to the show. You ever had pain so bad you want to throw up? Yeah, that's the kind of pain I had. Show started, I was like, yeah, I think I'm over. I think I'm good. Had a big ass cup of Coca-Cola, not cocaine. I forgot I even had pain. Food poisoning? No. Being a YouTuber at 40. Ain't no fucking poison. That's years and years of abuse on my body. Sitting in setups that are not so ergonomic. You feel me? Like, are you dehydrated? Probably. Type shit. I drank water. Drank a little Gatorade too. I didn't even recognize her. Yeah, I had no clue who she was. Yeah, there she go. Arthritis? No, not quite. Not quite. But yeah, check it out. This is Lizzo. Somebody else who also has an amazing voice live. That's something else too. Maybe that's another reason why you don't get a whole lot of features at these shows. Dog. CDE's quality control. Them niggas ain't finna put somebody on stage. They ain't finna put nobody on there that ain't got no mic etiquette, that's not a professional. And I think that's how you supposed to do it, right? There's probably a time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the right. I think AZ Chike, I've seen him live a few times. He's really dope. But you gotta really vet who you bring up on a stage like this. This is a show that is doing so well, and I think it's because of the quality control that is happening. There's not a part of this show where I'm like, ooh. There was one part of the show that had nothing to do with them. There was more so the sound, where they were trying to figure out, but this is a normal shit when you go to a concert. A little feedback, and then somebody, fixed that shit fast before they got fired. But quality control is a thing. The worst thing that happened, though, niggas run on stage, hella weed smoke in their lungs, running on stage full of adrenaline. Y'all said arrest. Head ass. This is quality control. Brought Lizzo out. That's a professional. You know what I'm saying? She know what to do in the stadium. Type shit. Next, what I got? What was this? I didn't label this one. Oh, this is TV off. Yeah. Like I said, he had visuals that went up whenever one of the artists that were featured on the songs came up. He would either spit a verse or he would have them like with the show track in the background, and it would be the original record, and then it would just be on the screen. Like I think he had Lefty Gunplay up there doing push-ups and just kind of like lip syncing the words. So I was dope. Oh man. So you know, concerts, especially concerts and movies and shit, be always saying, I where your lighters at? Where your lighters at? Dog. Let me make sure you get the full experience. They turned off almost every light in the damn building. And this is what the hell you saw. I've never seen so many bots in my life. Is that what bots look like? Those are phone lights. Those are phone lights. Those are whatever. It's pitch dark in the stadium. The stadium. Is that what bots look like? It just, like, even when I say that, I'm saying it for comedic purposes, but I feel stupid saying it. Because I'm like, it's people that stop trying. I'm saying this more so to myself. Stop talking to people that never leave a house. The only sold out show they have is when they leave stupid ass comments underneath posts to get a lot of motion. Stop arguing with these people. They don't never leave their house. Imagine a nigga like this with all of these damn people in the room proving himself to somebody using a dirty rag behind their toilet on a daily basis. I'm guilty too. Zone fanfic. I'm guilty too. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to defend what you feel like is the real deal. I'm going to tell you right now. Go to a show, you're going to feel less inclined to do that. Are you going back to one of the next two nights at SoFi? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Fatherly responsibilities, distance from where I live at. The arrangements that had to be made. So my son, because my son is special needs, the arrangement I had to get, like, his mama and daddy don't really get out that often. So this was a lot of work to make this happen. And mommy and daddy got to go out. And this was dope. But yeah, I can't see myself going back unless, you know, it's some kind of a special occasion where, like, hey, man, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, okay. I guess I can figure it out. I guess I it ain't happening, but I'm just saying. But look at the fucking crowd. Are you kidding me? Dog. They the type to see all these lights, and they go like this. Uh-huh. Look at that over here on the right side. Look at that over there. Look at over there. What happened over there? What happened over there? What's going on over there? Huh? Couldn't fill them? Probably gave those tickets away. Imagine yourself trying to explain yourself to somebody who don't realize you can't see a show from the back of the fucking show. Don't do it. Save your go to the show, and I'm telling you, I have to keep saying this. As I sat there and had a thought, even about a conversation I had before, our debate that I had about whether or not Kendrick got to respond back to Joey Badass. That voice started speaking in my head when I was at the show. I said, nigga, look at this. What the fuck? This nigga's in his own. He in a league of his damn own. What boxes does Kendrick Lamar not? What boxes? What rapper boxes that exist that he does not check off? You don't use the word GOAT, greatest of all time, loosely. What boxes does he not check off? What boxes? You know, because most rappers, you could be like, yeah, they cool. Like, they had a legendary run here, but they fell off. Yeah, but you know what? They never did features. Yeah, but they never. Okay, but see, he didn't do sales, but like he was like respected in well, he wasn't really a lyricist. Like, well, he never had no #1 songs, but like every fucking box is being checked off. And then the nigga doubles back for extra credit over the last 365 days. This nigga's the GOAT, bro. This nigga's the greatest rapper of all fucking time. And I didn't need this as confirmation, but damn it, this just stamped it even more. The way I looked at him, like, I've seen Jay-Z, I've seen Nas live still at the height of their career. Dog, I've never seen this shit before. The catalog's there, the discography's there, the Pulitzer Prizes are there, the Grammys are there, whatever category you want. The respect from the greatest is there. Whatever category. He ain't never had a battle. Nigga, let me tell you about 2024. This nigga's the greatest, bro. And it's all right, even if you don't agree. Like, what boxes at this point? He's doing a sold out stadium tour. You niggas ain't ever seen 70,000 people if it wasn't a football game. What you mean? I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let's keep going. I just had to get that off my chest. Another shot. You know, trash ass framing, but I made it happen. We need Dot versus Hove to spar again. No, the hell we don't. No, the hell we don't. I think we got, look, respect to the legend that is Jay-Z. I don't think you got to take down a GOAT to beat. I think he has done what he has done, and he will forever be cemented. He's still doing things behind the scenes that he don't even have to even step. Nigga. I would just say, let it be what it is. I'm looking at somebody who's filling out categories. And I'm sorry, but what remix was that? Was that on Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe? He washed Jay, bro. He washed Jay on Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, and I knew that had to be the goal. Was it Bitch Don't Kill My? He washed him. He went rapping like he was trying to go for more crumbs that Eminem didn't on Renegade. I say that as a Jay-Z fan lovingly. He washed him. At that point in time, I said, oh, that's where he's going. Okay. We need an update. No, we don't. You just a hip hop head like me. You just want to be spoiled. That's all it is.
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You just want to be spoiled. I don't mind that. All right, here's the next one. What we got here? Oh my God, not like us. All right, I gotta play this in order. It's one thing to see Not Like Us the millions of times that you've seen it at the Super Bowl, at the pop out, all these different stops. Nigga, when you go to the show, Not Like Us will sound like what you've never heard before. Watch this.
Keep moving dates, man. I don't know, man. I'm in the air.
Okay, does this root out? Drop, 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 drop.
I know what that nigga's suing.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Not that I would sue, but I know why that nigga's suing. Being at that show last night, I said, I know why a frail nigga like that would start suing. I know. Boy, when you listen, like when you see a stadium of people casually saying things that you yourself would yell out to the mountains vehemently. I didn't do it. I didn't fucking do it. Stop saying that. Like, what if we was in an alternative universe and I was Drake? And let's say, you know, Kendrick was in a different name and this nigga said, hairliner. I'd be like, it's not fucking true. This is my shit. I don't use that spray. I just, for a second, you know, I could be a very kind person. I had empathy. And I sat around here and I said, this must fucking suck. And then I said, shit, that ain't me.
No, they not like us. No,
I didn't care about shit. They ain't me, nigga. Hey, tough luck, nigga. Should have got into no battle you couldn't handle. Hey, shit. Ain't my problem. Man. Plus, I ain't never.
I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie?
The hell, nigga, that's your problem, man. Hey, liner. Okay, you know how to capture that. Oh, boy, this shit. Hey, let's go back one. For like 1 second, I was like, oh, man, that's fucked up. Then I went back and I said, dog, when I tell you the fucking goosebumps I got when this shit. Nigga. Just imagine an alternative universe where somebody has made a diss song that the world fall in love with and they say, hairliner, and they gonna use hairliner as the pyrotechnic goes off, as the fucking fireworks go off, and these niggas is yelling at hairliner. I feel a little bit of empathy, and then I remember, oh, not my problem.
no, they not like us.
I feel empathy for like, you know, as a human being, I feel empathy like one time. For like 1 second. I'm like, man, fuck all that. Nigga, you should have jumped in that motherfucking battle then. Nigga. You should have known this nigga's not, you should have known this nigga different. You should have known this nigga different. You should have known this nigga different, bro. You should have left it alone. All right, next one. Oh my God. All right. I got to keep emphasizing how much of a event in a show, a production that this is. Oh my God. This is where you're going to get your money's worth. People are concerned about the ticket price. You're going to get your money's worth, especially if you got folks like you got teenagers, you got folks who are truly fans of a SZA. When I tell you the production value that went into her and making sure that they emphasize the production value and not even the production value, the theme of her projects, she's literally floating like a damn butterfly as the moon and the clouds and all of this shit was going on behind her. I didn't even really know some of the songs, and I'm just sitting here, I'm like, dog, this production value rivals the shit I used to see as a kid at the Circus du Lait. The Circus du Lait. I couldn't even say this shit. The Circus du Lait. The French circus. It's that kind of production as she's singing. And she's doing this every night on tour. Got the shit strapped and she just flying in this motherfucker. Hey, man. This Olay? There ain't no damn circus. Yeah, the Circus de Soleil. Soleil. Yes, Soleil. The Circus Soleil. There ain't no Olay. What the fuck is a Olay? Pronunciations, you know damn well it is. Whatever it was, it got some great ass production value. Peep this out real quick. She is floating. Bro. Incredible voice live, bro. There was one funny thing that happened that SZA did that I was like looking at my wife kind of like confused. You know, I guess she got a song with Drake and she was like she started twerking. She's like, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass for Drake, then shake that ass for me. And that shit was going on in the background. I was looking at her like, shake that ass for Drake. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. And I said, that shit was crazy. But yeah, that was that. And I'll be damned. You know why I ain't got no footage of it? Because I wanted to go home in peace.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell
Imagine me sitting up there recording SZA twerking and my wife sitting next to me. Talking about some, oh, this for the YouTube. You don't put that phone down, stupid. And go buy bags of rice and put your computer in it. She was twerking. I was acting like, she was up there twerking on stage. I was acting like a dog that did something wrong and the owner asked you, did you do this? Head ass. Try not to make eye contact, head ass. All right, continue. Amazing though, production value. N95 live, man. Like, I kind of got the feeling that whoever did the footage on an Amazon show got hired as a permanent for PG Lang.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
The timing on some of these damn fire. Look at this. Watch this shit. I knew where to zoom in. Dog. Okay, Cameron Curtis clocked in. Yeah, give me my props. Okay, so what? I can't frame a photo. I know how to video the hell out of a video. I know how to video the hell out of a video. You better give me my. Give me my propers. Give me my propers. I knew what the fuck I know when them fucking pyros. I know when it's going off. I know when the pyros are going off. Incredible. Man, they was in there working overtime on them visuals. The visuals are another person. DeJuan brought the gimbal. No, the hell I didn't. Did that all with no, I didn't want to say that out loud. I did that all with my arm. Nah, I'm not even gonna finish that one. You can have that one. Thank you for the respect. Here's another one of those photos. Here's another one of them photos that I just need you to get an idea. Because once again, I'm telling you, it's not that I couldn't believe it, because I've seen Kendrick perform at a few different venues. One of them in Pomona, big ass theater. But like, I just want you to get an idea of just how many folks was in this damn building. So I did like another panorama. It wasn't perfect because, you know, I was trying to figure it out. But Incredible. Incredible. I think I got another one coming up here. Let's see. Yeah, this one right here. Oh my goodness. So this is when the car made an appearance, and I guess something I didn't notice while I was recording it. This is the first night that you're seeing the car. I don't think it's here on this scene, but this is the first night that you're seeing the car, the infamous red car that everybody thinks is kind of like an Easter egg that's leading us to the deluxe version of the album. This is the first time that you saw it with the headlights on, I think. So I don't know if that means something is coming closer, but in terms of a project, but the lights is on. Yup. I didn't even notice it when I was recording it, but somebody was like, "What do you notice?" Somebody, I put it on Twitter and somebody said, "What do you notice about?" What do you notice? He said, "What do you notice different about the car, Curtis?" I don't fucking know. I'm enjoying the show. I'm not looking for Easter eggs. I want to enjoy the show. He said, "What do you notice different about the car, Curtis?" This is a fucking quiz. I don't know, nigga. Tell me. But this is nuts, bro. Like this, oh man, not a bad seat in the house. Not a bad seat in the house. Incredible. Incredible. And the people were highly engaged. They knew the lyrics. They were familiar with the catalog, all that good stuff. What else I got for you? There's another one. Fam, I know times is really, really crazy right now, but I live by the motto, pay for experiences instead of things. I live by that motto. Pay for experiences over things. If you have the opportunity, you got the funds to do it, go pay for this experience, because I'm telling you right now, this is history in motion. You're looking at two folks in their prime right now that are giving you experiences that no two artists have been able to give this specifically. Go do it. Pay for experiences, not just things. This is an experience. I guarantee you that. Not that I got to sell you on it. I mean, $14 million. Is that what y'all said this show gross? $14 million. Yeah, they already going. They ain't got to worry about that. But whatever I can suggest, because I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Before I was going to pay. It's funny because I was going to pay for almost these exact tickets that were here. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, if I pay for this, would I no, this is more than my money's worth. Not to mention, while I was sitting here just minding my business, right? I didn't really get recognized as much as my wife thought I was. I was just chilling. Maybe I look like, I don't know, I look like I'm 5 different races. They don't know who the hell I am. It don't matter. I came there for the show. But somebody came up to me with a camera and it was like, I knew there was that nigga that I always see on YouTube. And I was like, oh, just thinking of somebody who like, oh man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Doing that whole spiel. And then the lights turned back on. It was this nigga Calmatic. Yeah, that Calmatic. The one that directed the Squabble Up video and some of the most classic music videos in LA. The one that is doing all kind of different. And he told me, he said, say something to the camera. He said, I'm shooting something special. And I said, this is one of the most amazing shows that I've been to, and I'll be damned. Don't think I've ever seen it. Going into the whole spiel, I was like, shit, I don't know what the fuck this gonna be. Let me figure it out. He said, I'm filming something special. He was just roaming through the crowd. Nigga, it was Calmatic. I was about to give him the whole, like, I don't really know you in real life greeting. Some of y'all might have got that before. Some of y'all be like, no, my name on Twitter is something, 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 something. I'll be like, oh yeah. Man, that's what's up, man. You been good? Yeah, you and the family? That's what's up. I gave him that shit. I was like, oh man, yeah, appreciate you, bro. Man, peace. And the light shined back on. I said, niggas Calmatic, what the fuck? What's up, bro? He's like, man, say something to the camera. I'm filming something special. I said, did live years ago. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Next. Oh yeah, here goes the actual shot of the Grand National, or the what you call it, the GTX with the lights turned on. Pretty really dope to see that. Like, man, I can't imagine what the budget for the production is. It's insane. Insane. Did you show off them New Balances though? You thought I wasn't when I would? You thought I wasn't when I would?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Speaking of, quick commercial break for our sponsor, unofficial sponsor. They ain't pay for shit. But quick commercial break for our sponsor. We almost done here. But quick commercial break. It says Curtis King is hip hop bias. Curtis King is West Coast bias. And Curtis King has been compromised by New Balance 9060. What do you mean? Let's see. Right now, hip hop is divided. Joey Badass fans, Daylight fans, old heads, new heads. But here's one thing that never goes out of style. Balance. Not just in music, but just in debate in every step. In life. From cardboard on the Bronx blocks, to 808s in the trap, to mosh pits at Rolling Loud. Shit got me motivated. We've always moved different. But what holds us up, what keeps us grounded, is that silent code. Respect the craft, respect the culture, and move with balance. Dama does it in tears. That's what I'm talking about. Some of y'all call me biased, but real talk, every hip hop fan has bias. Kendrick fans, Joey fans, Griselda fans love grit. Tyler fans love color. You know what ties us all together? Taste. We just walk differently, literally. New Balance ain't just a sneaker. It's the code for those of us who stay grounded and still elevate. Damn. You don't have to pick a side to step correct. You don't have to stand one artist to walk with the purpose. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Just move how you move and do it with balance. Get yours now. Walk different. Walk with balance. Yeah, tight shit. 360 spin. My God. We couldn't afford. Okay, we couldn't afford. The, you know the little 360 shit where it don't be having no hand underneath it. Like it'd be like green screen. We couldn't afford that yet. I'm gonna wait for New Balance to give that. They ain't hit the budget yet for that. Thank you. Yeah, we ain't got the budget for that yet. But yeah, quick commercial break. Shout out to New Balance one time. For whatever reason, they ain't got back to me, but we're gonna keep it going. We're not gonna hold that against them. All right, his last slide right here. Oh my goodness, Euphoria. Speaking of euphoria, you know what's euphoric? On your feet, New Balance 9060. That was not an ad. All right, peep this shit out, man. My wife got this footage actually because I had to enjoy this. Balance hairline is crazy. That nigga wear a hairliner. Oh shit. Yep, I'll be done there. I'll be done. I would officially stop. You look. I'm gonna tell you cheat code. Tell you a cheat code before you play this. I used to get so butthurt about what people said about Curtis King because I internalized it. And you know what I figured out one day? Nigga, your name ain't Curtis King. Your name DeJuan. They talking about that nigga. It sounds like split personalities. Oh well. They ain't talking about me. They ain't talking about that nigga. What you taking it so personal for? Curtis King, you can't even go to a bank with that shit. You can't go on a DMV and get no updated tags as Curtis King. Who is? What you getting so butthurt about what they say about him for? It ain't even you. So now I start laughing at shit and be like, damn, I can laugh at myself because it ain't even you. They be like, Curtis King is biased. I'm like, shit, maybe he is. What are we gonna do about it? He talking about you? Come on. Punting it off on CK. It's not even me. It's time to call the lady. Unless she got a new pair of balances. Don't need it. Oh my God. Let's play. I don't know if it was Kendrick. I don't know if it was a collective idea. I don't know who was involved in the decision making to make sure that Euphoria had replay value. You know how many diss songs I've heard over the last few days that I'm like, bro, what he did is special. That we've been spoiled. We don't understand how spoiled we've been. It's like watching Vince Carter in a slam dunk contest. He only needed one. He did one slam dunk contest and nobody's been able to outdo it since. And then it did 720, put his elbow in the rim, got an alley-oop, went under the legs, from an alley-oop from his cousin Tracy McGrady. Went from the free throw line damn near with two hands. He only needed one. What we saw in that battle is something we probably will never see again. Suka. Shout out my dog. Suka, you one of my favorite content. You one of my favorite content peers in this space. Curtis King may be biased, but he's also for us. Bufu. Bufu is crazy. Bufu is crazy. Bufu is crazy. And I like the way that commercial, hey, I need to get the Bufu. You know what? You see how I switch? When I get that sponsorship from New Balance, we're not going to call them the Paw Paws. We're going to call them the Bufus. The Bufu ones. Yeah. That ain't going to go well. Niggas be like, this nigga's wearing boof on his feet. You got them boofus? Ugh. No, you know what? I'm sorry, Suka. They're going to set us up for that one. We gotta say that for merch. You can't be having these kids going to school saying like, this nigga wear boofs. That shit boof. Look at them boofus. No, that sounds like an insult. Buy us. That's good. All right, final thoughts. Man, oh man. Round of applause.
Somebody gonna have to tell it.
I don't know what kind of confidence, what kind of self-control, what kind of quiet calm that allows this gentleman to continue doing what he is doing and not show an excess of any extra information, like still stay so stoic, right? Even this show, even in this moment where he kind of briefly broke, I don't want to say broke character, but he briefly broke and he kind of smiled for a second. You know, I'm pretty sure it's like he's staying locked in, but he kind of smiled for a second because he's looking around and he's like, man, full circle moment. This is what the Rams play. And I'm selling this out like it's the biggest game of the Rams season. All off songs that I wanted to make and not songs that I had to make. Not a bunch of songs catering to the needs of other people, but making the songs that I felt like were the best representation of Kendrick Lamar. And those are the songs they came to see. Seeing a crowd like this get excited about N95, seeing them get excited about Reincarnated, seeing them getting excited about All Right, and then still, of course, having all of those the songs, the Hey Now, Say Now, and TV Off. He played all the classics, but it's like, dog, to have that catalog, to see this level of rapping be received the way that it is in stadiums is so inspiring to see. And not inspiring to me because I think one day not even that. To me, it's so inspiring because I know that there's younger artists that are coming up that are seeing this, and they're seeing an example of high-end art and rap that is being celebrated the way that it is. And though there may never be someone who is celebrated quite like this, maybe this is just for him. The fact that you're seeing it exist in a time period after they really tried to dumb down the hell out of this music, they tried to make it as cookie cutter as possible. It's special, man. It's special. I want to make sure I also don't overshadow SZA. I get it. I get it. Like, they went so crazy when she emerged on stage. And then when you hear her talent live, you realize this is someone who really, really put the work in. And that's the thing that I'm the most encouraged about is watching people who have put the work in and haven't settled for mediocrity. Because we know it'll still get celebrated by folks who are diehards, but they don't settle for mediocrity. And that's something that I look at and I'm like, imagine an entity like TDE being so good at their job to where now you look at them as the people you compare them to are not death row. The people you got to start comparing their team to is the Motowns, because of how many high quality products that they have produced, how many artists that are not just products, but are movements among themselves. They have created their own space in this to express themselves and to be who they are and be celebrated for that. I understand people are standing out and they're saying like, oh man, why the hell does it need to have, why does it have to be SZA and Kendrick? Because they can. I don't understand the logic of wanting to make things more difficult to prove something to people who've never done anything. Imagine being a basketball team. And you don't want to play one of your star players because the fans are saying that you're nothing without this other star player. Oh, no. Midwest, well, I'm not taking none of that away. Motown, no. What I think we got to stop doing is doing what we accuse other races of doing. And that is not allowing the space for conversation to make comparisons between things that are like, white folks, you can't compare nobody to Elvis. To them, he the greatest thing that ever, to a lot of them, to a certain generation, he the greatest thing that ever existed. And you can't compare nothing to that. Especially when you bring up a black artist. We got to stop only comparing rap to rap. The shit that I'm seeing here, the shit that I saw last night, Midwest Will, I went and saw Green Day, the band Green Day. I walked this lonely road in the boulevard of broken dreams. After they won a Grammy, they were the biggest rock band at the time. I saw them in a stadium environment. Kendrick had more people there. And it was a level of excitement that wasn't just, this is my favorite band. There was a level of excitement that said, oh shit, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to say something like this again. Is this a country song? No, it's a rock, well, kind of a mainstream rock song. What I'm saying is we got to stop limiting comparisons when that's exactly what's going on. Def Jam had to be Def Jam so that Def Jam could be Def Jam. But this, what you see TDE doing, I don't even think it's a stretch anymore to say that. With how many people that they have produced, how many other artists do they need to produce? How many high quality, like not even like high quality, How many people that are literally the talk of they're the talk of the space that they occupy? Doechii, SZA. I mean, I know Kendrick Lamar is moved on to PG Lane, but that's a product of that environment. Looking at what Rayvon is doing. Looking at what Schoolboy Q went on to become. Looking at what J-Rock and Ab Soul are doing in their spaces. Like, this is not. Motown was a machine. Motown was an environment in which there was a foundation built that ensured success. Isaiah Rashad, like, this is not by mistake. The fact that SZA's over here is, I'm just like, I think sometimes it's easy to take for granted because they've done so well in individual branding that you don't always, I don't think some people always think of SZA as TDE. Because she's such a large brand, all her own, but that's TDE. So I think the more that they end up being in the background of all of these amazing, and now they're getting into movies. Yeah, I think we got to stop limiting our comparisons and making it only rap for rap. Because sometimes I think our nostalgia will blind us from even seeing. Let's stack it by the numbers. Let's stack it by the influence. Let's stack it by all these different things. I think we got to open the conversation up because that's what they do to us. They make it to where the only ceiling that of greatness that we can be is to other things that are rap and hip hop related. Not saying we need the validation. I'm just saying let's not limit ourselves by our own environment. That means something to us. But I think that we should be looking at this in a more broad way. And if not, don't. If not, don't. That's on you. But I'm really looking at this and I'm realizing when I saw last night, I don't want to hear comparisons to other rappers. That was not a rap show that I saw last night. That wasn't even just a rap and R&B that was not that last night. That's not what I saw last night. That right there is rivaling other genres that we don't even think of those being in the same hemisphere because simply the color of some folks' skin. And because we just look at it from a different space or we've been conditioned to. I just think that I think we got to look at this from a much broader space. That's what I'm telling you. That's why it's the thought that came to my mind was how stupid arguing with some of these people, not talking about you, but arguing with some of these people who ain't never been to nothing like this, couldn't afford to get in nothing like this, telling you what that person should do. One of a kind. Sir as well. Yeah, sir as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, the artists that I didn't mention, Daylight as well. Like, the artists I didn't mention wasn't even a slight. It's just, it's so many products that have continued to show you this is a winning formula. Like, what are we talking about? We got to have that conversation about Motown. At some point, how many artists have to be produced? And it's not just one genre. It's not just rap. You got success stories in R&B. Now in pop with SZA, stops. Doechii's getting that space as well. What are we talking? Yeah, you got to have that conversation. You got it. It's. I'll tell you this. It is. After the stadium tour, they're going to make it for y'all. I think a lot of folks are going to bring this up and really look at this in a different lens. But if I can suggest anything for you, if you're debating it, if you're able to go buy this experience, do not buy some thing in place of it that you'll forget about in a month. Well worth going. Well, more, you're going to get more than your money's worth. But if you go to SoFi, and you can ride share. Nigga, I paid $100 for parking. And it took me an hour to get out. And I was by the entrance. Ride share. Like, if you're going to do SoFi Stadium, ride share. I can't see myself. And mind you, I'm a little bit spoiled by being at home. You might be used to this shit. Yeah. $100 was a discount. Yeah. Ride share. Park your car, some ride share. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't park nowhere where you don't know where you at. Ride share. And go enjoy it and take that walk. But boy, oh boy, that $100, I didn't even flinch neither. I said, I know it. Go on, take this shit. Go on, take this shit. Go on. DIYers, those are my thoughts on the Grand National Tour. The best rap show that I've been to, but possibly the best concert general that I've been to. Those are my thoughts, DIYers. You let me know what you think. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Don't be greedy. Peace.